Based on viewer requests, we're doing leg day at home this week. So our friend Jason sends us a message. He's looking at re-enlisting in the military after being out for 13 years. He wants us to give him a workout that he can do at home without the use of a gym or any plated weights. He's looking at going to the Special Forces, and he wants to have superior leg strength. So we hope this helps you out, Jason. Stick with it, my man. Lots of luck.
Alright, so this first group of exercises are going to require you to purchase a weighted vest. Just kidding. We're going to be using a backpack. Hopefully you have one, because they work just as good. Now let's find out how much the sucker weighs. Alright, our scale is reading at roughly 30 pounds. And all I did was I filled it up with textbooks from my college courses. And each of these guys actually weigh a decent amount. Adding them together is results in 30 pounds. Now if you don't have big books like this, you can just use magazines because they use a pretty dense paper and ink and what have you. So anyway, what we're going to be doing with this sucker is we're going to be doing some squats. Just like if you were doing body squats, except now you got 30 pounds on your back, whatever weight you have on your back. And so essentially you're going to do 5 sets of 20 squats. So you're going to go just the regular 20 of these. Alright, and we'll do 20 of those. And then if you want to go a little harder, you can do jumping squats with the backpack. And we got to be careful with this because you want to absorb the weight in your heels, not in your knees, because then you can do some damage. So go down like a squat, go up, come back down, up, 20 of those. You're going to really feel that. So now, if you don't want to use a backpack, you want to add more weight, we set up another rig, which you'll be able to do too. This contraption weighs roughly 40 pounds. Each our scale read about 10 pounds for each jug. I don't think that's really true, but we're going to say whatever. I think that thing's a little off. Anyway, so all we have are simple water jugs filled to the brim with water and a broomstick. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You just pull it up, and you put it overhead. Use your hands and your neck and your head, whatever, as a clamp. And you're just going to do the squats now with a little more weight. And obviously, the longer your broomstick is, the more milk jugs you can. The 4 is what we can fit on here, roughly. You can't really get any more. So anyway, you're just going to do your regular squats. Just really concentrating on not letting your knee go past your toes. Because then, if it goes past your toes, you're going too far and you're going to get injured. So you're going to do 20 of these. And I wouldn't jump with this because these guys are kind of like free-floating on an axis, and when you go up, they're going to want to bounce like that. I don't recommend it. I would do jumping with the backpack. So then, if you want to go a little further, so we're doing 5 of 20 of that squat. And now if you want to bring it up front and do a front squat with your hands far apart, usually they're kind of close to each other, put your hands far apart and do a regular squat and come back and go do a regular squat, and then you're going to really feel this in your core, your abs and what have you. This is a good one too, so do 5 of 20 of this. Damn, this is pretty hard. Woo! You're going to feel that, my friend.
Okay, so next what we're going to do after the squats is we're going to be doing lunges. Lunges are great. They work the quads, they work the glutes, they work the hamstrings. They're very good because it also kind of acts as a single leg squat, which also enables the core. Alright? So, what we're going to be doing is either do walking lunges or in place lunges. Both are fine, but for the purpose of this video, may as well probably just do in place lunges because of the area I have. So anyway, so when you're doing them in place, I like to start with a foot forward and bring the other foot back like that, because it kind of keeps the knee above the ankle, which is very important. And then you just drop it into the lunge like that, and then you switch, and then you drop it like that, and you do 5, 20 for each leg. And this is going to be a good one. It's going to be a lot. It's going to help you a lot with running. It's going to help you a lot with jumping. It's going to be very good for your athleticism. So good luck with this one.
Alright, so this next one we're going to be doing is called the straight leg deadlift. And the straight leg deadlift really works your hamstrings and your back of your leg, and it really helps with getting that high jump. So, what we have here is the 40-pound bar setup, and it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of like when you do, when you go to stretch stretch out your hamstrings, and you do the straight leg and do that. You're going to be doing that, but now with weight. So obviously that makes sense. You're going to be strengthening tendons and muscles and what have you by adding more weight. So it's pretty simple. You want to slightly bend your knees, get your C legs going, and it's not necessarily straight legs. It's just slightly bent, and you want to come down slowly, and you can feel your lower back supporting it too. So come down all the way. If you can go all the way to the ground, great. And then shoot up. Go down slow. You'll really feel this stretching your back of your legs. So you're gonna do 20 of these.
Alright, so for this next one we're going to be doing is called Good Mornings. I don't get it. Whatever it's doing. So what you do is, like the squat, you bring the weight over your head, rest it on the trapezius, and you kind of follow the same motion as the straight leg deadlift. And you go down, keep your back straight, and then you go like that. Just go down until you feel a good stretch in your hamstrings, and then you go straight up. And this is a very good one for your hamstrings. It could also be good for your back. It depends on how much weight you put on here and how you bend. So, it's a good one. 20 reps. It's going to help out a lot. Alright, so this next one we're going to be doing is leg extensions. And these are going to isolate the quads. Alright, so this is going to be a very good one, again, for your athleticism. And it's also going to help define the legs and burn more calories because they're a big portion of the leg group. Alright. So, for this one what we're going to do is we're going to probably cut it down. Depends on how strong your legs are and how good they are in endurance. You can definitely put whatever weight you want. But for this, we're going to cut it down to 20 pounds. Alright? So you want them to go close together and your feet are going to go on the outside. Definitely get a high stool that lets you have good range for your legs. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to pick it up with this area of your foot right here, and you want to keep a right angle between your foot and the shin. So something like this, right? And then what you do is you start from here and you just kick it up as high as they can go, and you really want to squeeze the quads. And you just do this for 20 reps. You can switch it up by bringing your ankles out, kind of work this part, and then you can bring your ankles in and then work this part. So it's good. And you can really squeeze. And over time, you can even see the muscles being contracted. You get a little anatomy lesson and start saying, hey, that's the latissimus dorsi. You know? Just go crazy with it. Why not? Have fun. I don't care.
Alright, so for this next group of exercises, we're going to be doing high knees. And we're going to be using the water jugs again. Like as we stated previously, these are roughly 10 pounds each. So we're going to have a 20-pound weight increase while doing high knees. Now, with this move, you want to be careful because we're lucky enough to have water jugs that have corkscrew top. But if you have the type that are just like that push top, if that's the one you bought, you might want to be careful because the force of jumping might knock that off, might shoot that off, and you're going to have a mess. So it's pretty simple. Put your start off like this, and you want to bring it up so that the jugs are the nozzles are facing down like that. And just gonna bring your knees as high as you can, mid-chest up to your sternum maybe, and do them as fast as you can, and bring them up as high as you can. And we're gonna do 20 for each leg, and we're gonna do 5 sets of that. 5 rounds of doing 20 for each leg. Alright, so just like that. Alright, Jason, there you have it. There's gonna be a good leg workout for you. You're going to want to do all those movements back to back, no rest in between. Do the 20 movements for each leg and for your whole body, whatever. And then after the very last movement, you're going to want to take a 30-second to 2-minute break. Don't take any more than 2 minutes because you want to still have your high heart rate. So you want to do that 3 to 5 times. Do it at least 3 times, but if you can get 5 times, think about it, man. That's 100 movements for each of those movements. So shoot for that, man. Go for that. I hope this will help you out, my man. And thank you again for what you've done. Have fun. Find this workout and all the other workouts that we're putting together on our website, and see you next week with a new one. This is the website. Bye.